this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is 9/11/2025. I have a message for the Gen Zers out there and for those in trading in general who want to learn how to trade. The Gen Zers, the digital natives, the tech savvy bunch, chasing bots, chasing an easier way to trade in the market based on technology. I have a stern message for you. I have done my homework. I have bought many courses. I have followed traders. I have been in numerous discords. I see how they operate. I am here to tell you, trading gurus is one of the biggest scams out there. I have a background. I have an investigative background. And I will tell you that what you see and what you hear is not truthful. You must be able to trade objectively in the market. For those who are not trading objectively in the market and say it's just a hunch, it's intuition, subjective trading style is gambling in the market. For those who are not using regulated brokers and they're using non-regulated brokers, give pause, because anyone can deceive the public for what's real and what's not. Let's check out this video. Let's listen to see what he has to say.
Yo, what up, guys? So let's go over the aftermath and more clarification on what has happened after I exposed most of the trading industry, which is literally the whole entire trading influencer industry, for using fake results and fake trades on servers that they own. Again, these servers...
Okay. Fake trades on servers that they own. Listen carefully. I have said this many times. Non-regulated brokers, overseas brokers, 500 to 1 leverage. Doesn't take a skill to gamble traders. Are you following support and resistance traders who claim to make hundreds of thousands of dollars on non-regulated brokers? Are you following any gurus that have wiped out their information, changed their trading style numerous times, and want to fool you by just showing you money rather than day in and day out a true skill in trading? Check this video out.
It costs about $15,000, and it's ridiculous how I've had people tell me, how can I buy one? That is crazy, man. That is crazy. This industry is literally just a poison. But I do want to mention one thing, man. You guys are very confused about me. A lot of you guys have attacked me, but let me tell you guys something. Are you guys too blind to see that I have not attacked anybody? Are you guys not noticing? Are you guys watching the videos? I have not mentioned one single name. I have put my life on the line because these people make hundreds of millions of dollars that they can't even spend, and they launder it, and that's why they're buying so many cars, right? You'll see the feds are about to knock any minute. And this is actual evidence. This is real proof. Feds are coming. And some people are saying I'm working with the Fed.
Feds are coming. That's what he's saying. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that. I run a skill first channel. I teach the mentees on how to trade in the market. I can back up my skill in the market. I actually teach the mentees how to trade in the market. I'm not selling a course and telling you I'm making millions and millions of dollars where I have a positive cash flow coming in and I'm gambling on the side and I'm showing you millions and millions of dollars or fake millions of dollars. I am actually using third parties to show that, yes, I have a skill. I'm using third parties, i.e. the prop firms and things of that nature, where they have total control, even though their total control might not be in my best interest, because trading the prop firms is like, if you want to make $1, you're going to have to make 3 to produce 1. So that's a whole different story. But a skill, you cannot hide a skill. A skill is factual. It is observed by others. It is objective. And I have mentees that are actually gaining a skill, and look forward to a video coming up this weekend. It's truly amazing how fast and how this skill can develop over a period of time, and even a short period of time.
No, man, I'm not working with the feds. Come on now. Unless they pay me. I'll be real with you, man. I got a daughter, man. Pay me up. I'll give you whatever you need. But I'd rather just put it on the internet. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not attacking anybody. And you guys want to sit here and attack me for being a light in this industry? At the end of the day, man, just because I have a little boot camp, webinar, course thing, whatever going on that you guys want to say I have, I don't have none of that. I just have a trading community. It's only $10. And if you want it for free, you can join for free. You just got to be a part of the class. At the end of the day, every single person has one. All right. I'm not getting rich off of it, but I will charge you something because I'm putting 50 hours a week in there. All right. Listen, guys, you need to understand, if you have a community and somebody wants to help you, they should not be begging. They should not be breaking your bank, and they should not be using fake results to deceive you in order for you to pay them more money, man.
Fake results. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this on your current guru that you're watching? How come they change accounts all the time? How come nothing is consistent? These are questions you have to ask. You know, the deposits and the withdrawals are always different. They use 500 to 1 leverage. If you're using 500 to 1 leverage and you're trying to support your trading style on a 500 to 1 leverage, you are gambling. That's the bottom line. If you're using 500 to 1 leverage, you're gambling on your trades. If you don't trade objectively in the market and you're doing support and resistance, or these subjective type of trading styles is gambling. Let's just state the facts. Maybe they're not smart enough to figure that out. But because they have a lump sum of money coming in, or a monthly paid subscription, or a fake ass signals room where anyone can give you signals. Anyone just starting trading can give you signals, and all of a sudden, if you take their signals and you're winning, say the next 5 trade, you think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But the point is, you don't have the money to gamble because you're paying them and they're gambling your money. Figure it out. Follow the money, follow the language, subjective versus objective, opinions versus facts.
And do people want to help you? Yes, people want to help you. Do people feel like they should be charging tens of thousands of dollars overall? Some people really do, but it's ridiculous that people who have fake results feel like they could charge you so much and break your bank. That doesn't make you a man, brother. That makes you a fraud. All right? And now,
it does make you a fraud. It makes you a fraud when you have just videos to watch. In my opinion, humble opinion, it makes you a fraud when you just have videos to watch. It makes you a fraud when you try to use bait and switch, like I'm going to increase my prices coming up soon. Hurry up, or I only have 5 slots left. Hurry up because it's filling up fast. All of these things get and lure beginner traders in as if they don't want to miss out. It's that fear, FOMO, fear of missing out. They use that same ideology of fear of missing out to, I'm going to raise prices. I only have 2 slots left. I only have 5 slots left. I am booked out 3 months. Hurry up and sign up. And then you might get an email, hey, we had somebody drop out. You want to take this slot a little sooner. All of these are tactics, and it's not in the best interest of the traders. If you cannot show an objective trading style, and you cannot say that you have an objective trading style where somebody can call you out on it, because if you're on the internet and you're on YouTube and you say you have an objective trading style and then somebody pays for that, and then all of a sudden they find out it is subjective, that could be a problem. Listen to these buzzwords and what he's trying to say. There's a lot of fakes out there.
I know some of you guys want to be a cheerleader and you want to defend your favorite influencer. Even people have defended influencers that I know personally don't trade real money, and they've never traded real money, but just because they don't offer a course, they believe that they're legit and the industry believes that they're real. Guys, no, man. If they're promoting an affiliation of anything, they're not real. They're not. I don't know how they do it sometimes. At the end of the day, I do. But again,
now he's talking about affiliates. A lot of these streamers, I watch the streamers too. Gambling as a motherfucker. I'm just telling you, they're gambling, and what they do is they set up these business platforms. They have all of their affiliates, codes and stuff like that. And like I said before, I have an affiliate with Quantower and haven't received anything from them. And I may get affiliate with someone else. But once again, that's not my bread and butter, and that's not going to make me rich, and that's not going to bring a large sum of money coming in. I have a skill. I trade objectively in the market. There's nothing else I can do. I'm bored as fuck. I got it. I earned it. I retained it, and I'm trying to figure out how can I challenge myself more. Because once you retain that skill, you have it, and you have it for life, and that's a fact. So I've reached a level of skill that, like, where do I go? What do I do? And I'm going to continue to challenge myself in trading, i.e. some prop firms and stuff like that. But right now I am testing Take Profit Trader, even though I've been at Take Profit Trader hit and miss for a few months. But I am testing some things out to understand how soon do we get funded accounts and data for myself. Let's move on.
Let's protect my voice, let's protect my life, and let's protect me, correct? Because again, remember, these people make tens of millions of dollars stealing on the back end. Some of these people make hundreds of thousands of dollars. ungodly. But let me tell you, man, somebody come out here like me. I'm the only one in existence who has proven evidence that you can fake this. We all knew it was fake. But again, guys, I didn't come out here attacking anybody, my brother. I'm just trying to be a light. I'm trying to be a light. And a lot of people want to...
You're saying the exact thing that I've said. I've been in communities where, support and resistance communities, where they say that if you show, I think it was 6 weeks, or I don't remember how long, but so long profitability, and show them that you're profitable with your strategy, not their strategy, but your strategy or anybody's strategy, that they will turn your name blue. These same individuals, for example, say that they've trained thousands and thousands of traders, insinuating that these are profitable traders. Okay, I've even heard them say in the past that they've had thousands of profitable traders, but yet in their Discord they may only have 10 blue names that are actually live, in a sense that they are actually currently in their Discord. Now, also, I might indicate that someone had said, hey, if we don't have the money, how come, can we get a blue name if we're profitable on a demo? And they even lowered the standards for that and included some people to have their blue name in Discord, assuming that anyone else would think that maybe they were funded in live and were profitable all the time. In addition to that, the people that their name was blue, they're no longer profitable. They're no longer profitable. Not everyone, but they're no longer profitable. And I've had them reach out. So my point is, believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. These people that claim that they're multi-million dollars, and then they change their trading style, they take off stuff off of Instagram or Telegram or Facebook or the internet, they change their channels, they buy likes and subscriptions on the internet. All of this is a game to show like they're popular, right? It's an influencer that's trying to show that they are popular. Okay, I don't want to be popular. I'm not interested in being popular. I'm interested in being right. Okay, just like a president said, I'm not interested in being politically correct. I'm interested in being correct, in summary. And that's who I am as a person. I don't care about subscriptions and likes. I would appreciate it if you subscribed. I would appreciate it if you liked. I can't make you, but I'm not going to sit there and fake it until I make it. I'm going to tell you how it is. You may not like my language. I get it. Okay. What you see on YouTube is not what you see in here when I teach you one-on-one or in group sessions. Okay. So my point is how do you get the point across? Because you can't just say, sir, could you please sit down? Sir, could you go over there, please, for a second, sir? That shit doesn't work, man. Okay. So I hope you understand that. So I'm trying to reach out to a lot of different people, a lot of different backgrounds, okay? People that really truly want to learn a skill for life, because a skill's number one. This is not a channel about money. It never has been a channel about money, and it never will be a channel about money. It's all about a skill. Let's get it.
Attack me for my actual... Let's be real, man. God saved my life. He did. Some people want to say I'm using him. Rather, the Pharisees literally attacked Jesus, the Messiah, when he was sitting in front of them and said, oh, you are twisting scripture. Come on, guys. I don't care what you guys have to say, brother. We leave the faith out of this, but the faith is the reason why I'm still here. The faith and the relationship I have with the one true King, Jesus Christ, is the reason why you guys now have official evidence that this is a lot of fake and darkness in this industry. And I'm sorry that God chose me, man. I'm sorry that God chose me to be the one to provide evidence that does not exist. Guys, I put my life on the line to show you this, man. People want to kill me because I'm showing proof of this. Remember, these guys make $50 million stealing a year. And now their whole entire fan base, the whole community is questioning. People want to offer me hundreds of thousands of dollars to take this down. People want to kill me, bro. And I'm doing this for you.
Here we go. My point. This guy's been around the block. So you may want to listen. You'll have to investigate yourself. Is your guru showing you an objective trading style? Do they switch what they do? Because when something's not working, they start to get questions about certain things. How come you keep switching strategies? How come you no longer have a YouTube channel? Or why did you create another YouTube channel? Or even, female traders and male traders, they get called out. All of a sudden, they take down their information on fake trading contests. All of a sudden they take their information down about, they joined a trading contest and they didn't do well. And if you didn't do well in a trading contest, that doesn't mean you don't know how to trade. Okay. If you didn't do well in a trading contest, does not mean you know how to trade, because on any given day, a championship team series of games with a high probability ends up losing after 4 games. It happens. So you have to be on your best each and every day, and the tables can turn. So I don't give a lot of credit in these championship trade-offs and stuff like that, because on any given day you can have a bad day or a bad week or whatever it may be. Okay, so and somebody can YOLO. So if somebody can YOLO, then it's really, to me, it's really not a gauge of who can be number one. Once you have a test and once you have a skill and you can show people the skill, they understand, like, okay, this motherfucker's got a skill, and you don't have to prove a skill. You either know where you're at in the market or you don't. I mean, that's just a fact.
And the only thing that you guys want to do is attack me? God bless every single one of you, man. Oh my God. But listen up, guys. Listen. Again, I am the only one in this industry who has provided actual evidence that most of these people are not legit. And when I say most of them, I'm talking about the ones with the Bugattis, the ones with the cars, the ones with the Ferraris, the ones with this, the ones with that. Guys, if they were so legit, my brother, I promise you, they would show you real live evidence, but there is no
real live evidence. We're talking history of trades, not about the money. Okay? Live evidence. Can they come on this? Can they come on a channel? Can they come on a YouTube channel and show an objective strategy that you can go back in history and look for yourself that works and repeats over and over and over and over again? Okay, that's an objective strategy. It's not about the money. Look at this bankroll. Okay, withdrawal $900,000. Withdrawal to Chase account 2908. The shit is fake. He's showing you that it's fake. Okay, he's admitting that it's fake. All of this shit is fake. I keep telling you, I can look at a trader, my mentees can look at a trader and understand the way the communication is, understand where these traders are taking trades at, and understand that they truly don't know how to trade. And it's not about I'm better than you and you're better than them and we're better than them. It's not about that. It's about whether you have a skill or not in the market. It takes a skill in the market. I said this hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of times. It doesn't take a skill when you have money. Gambling is not a skill. If you have hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in, you can YOLO every day and you're going to hit something big and then you're going to post it. That is not a skill. Traders, don't follow the money. This is not a money channel. This is a skill only channel. That's why I have very little subscribers, right? I'm not going to show millions and millions of dollars because this is not what this is about. This is about a skill. A skill can be earned and learned. Gambling is not a skill.
Real life evidence that they were doing it real. Just look at CopyZilla's video. One of the biggest influencers in the industry, man. Somebody who's very well respected, one of the biggest content creators.
Rocket trades with Rocket 21.
Literally, he started when
Who's with Rocket 21? Do your homework.
Was already famous. And let me tell you, man, he has risen. And I'm not going to sit here and hate on him, but I love his content. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, man, we love motivation. We love motivation. But I don't like the deception, brother. I don't like the deception. I'm not mentioning names. And I'm so sorry that you guys feel the same way that you have to mention the name for me. Because you know it's not real. You know it's not real, but just because they have the lifestyle around it, it makes it look real. At the end of the day, most of these people that are fake, I'll be real with you, man. I like what they do on the social media. It's cool. It's motivating. You know, it's funny to watch, but it is not real. It's not real. They are content creators that make their lifestyle look good from the stealing of traders, man. If they were doing it so real, I would love for them to show me evidence.
How many traders have you seen where they've taken 20,000 to 100,000, 50,000 to 100,000, 50,000 to 100,000, 20,000 to 100,000, 1,000 to 10,000? How many gurus have even made a compounding course? Do you know any gurus that made compounding course but cannot compound themselves? How many traders have made compounding courses out there and they now trade, and they've always have traded typically most of their trades on a higher time frame? Higher time frame is not trading, it is investing. You are an investor when you're on higher time frames. That's a fact. When you leave in trades overnight, that is an investor. It's an investor. Who cannot leave trades in overnight? The stock market, you can leave trades in overnight. Whether you use a stop loss or not, that's up to you. Think about what I'm saying. I am actually telling you that when you leave a trade in overnight, you are not trading. They call it swing trading. I'm a swing trader. Well, swing traders are investors. I hate to tell you, but they're investors. They're not somebody that compounds over and over and over again, quick scalps in the market, which is true compounding, versus a trade on a higher time frame that may go against you, and they wait it out and they look at the candles, and then they make a subjective decision based on a hunch and intuition whether or not they get out of that trade. And when they get out of that trade, they're going to make up an excuse as to why they got out of that trade to satisfy you and to pretend that they actually know what the fuck they're doing in the market. That is a fact. I hate to tell you, that's a fact. Because then what they do is they may take a trade, and then all of a sudden it doesn't go in their direction, and then they get out of the trade, and then they look for a bounce, and then they go with what they call a trend, and then that trend turns around, and then they're back out of the trade, and then they come up with an excuse again. I mean, they can protect themselves on every trade that they take. They can walk themselves, and they can talk to you about every trade they can take. If you trade objectively in the market, you cannot make up excuses. You can't. You're locked in. You've trapped yourself. You have actually trapped yourself when you trade objectively in the market, because it's not subjective. You cannot come up with an excuse as to why or why not it did not work. You were either in the right area of the market or you weren't. You cannot come up with opinions. That's the beauty of having a skill in the market. A skill is not gambling. Gambling is not a skill. A skill is an objective, methodical approach in the market that repeats itself over and over and over again, and holds you accountable, holds everyone accountable.
That they don't own the broker. I would love for them to show evidence that the broker that they do it on is a regulated good broker. I would love for them to show.
He's saying regulated good broker. Show him the evidence that it's a regulated good broker. Again, non-regulated brokers are shit, in my opinion, and there's too much fraud going on, and there's too much behind the scenes going on.
The evidence, my brother, but they cannot show the evidence. Zilla doesn't even trade Forex, and he's already exposed by the millions of views that this is not a real industry, my brother. It is not. And if CoffeeZilla wants to put me on a podcast, I would love to be on the podcast, because I promise you, I'm going to start singing hallelujah in that podcast.
There you go. The man has found God, the man above, right? He's trying to come clean, right? In his own words. True or not? Figure it out. I'm here to tell you that when I see traders trade on the internet, and I see traders trade live on their streams, I can tell you 99% of them are gambling. Whether you like to hear it or not, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, I would never mention names. I don't want to put my life on the line. I'll let you guys do the work. I'll let you guys do the magic, because you guys have been here just as long as I have in this Forex space. You guys have seen it. You guys have felt it. I'm just being a light, my brother. And I'm sorry I have to repeat myself again. I have ADHD, my brother. But look, man, I'm just shedding a light, man. Stop attacking me and stop attacking my faith. Because if it wasn't for my relationship with God, you guys would never have actual real evidence and closure. Who cares what you feel, man? Who cares what you think, brother? You knew it was fake. All right, cool. But now you got proof. You're welcome. Stop attacking me and start attacking the people who've attacked you behind closed doors, man.
Correct. Start attacking those who have faked their way through this system. We have support resistance traders. We have crossover traders. We have all of these different traders that are actually pulling in resources and money from other places, and they're playing with your heads. They want you to believe that they've made all this money based on a skill. I'm calling them out. They don't have a skill. I can see whether or not they have a skill or not. I can see it myself. I can see with my own eyes. The chart does not lie. People lie. The chart does not lie. Traders lie. All of these people that are trying to sell you courses, come look at my video, I will teach you. What they're doing is they're teaching you the basics. They're not even teaching you a skill in the market that can repeat itself over and over again. So many of these gurus out there that want to show you millions and millions of dollars or $100,000 trades, or they say, oh, I want my first six-figure trade. Run. This is all bullshit. It is bullshit. And I'm telling you, it's bullshit. It's gambling. Anybody can gamble. If you had the money, you can gamble. The majority of people don't have that money. How is somebody going to have a mentorship? How is someone going to have an educational course if they're a gambler? They admit to gambling. They admit to their intuition. They admit that trading is subjective. It is not subjective. The only way that you can be profitable over a long period of time is without gambling. That's a bottom line. It's without gambling. When you have an addiction to gambling, you need to keep finding resources from all of these different places to make big bets and wagers on something that might work. That is gambling.
My brother, how about that? Anyways, guys, Again, to end this off, man, I'm sorry that I hurt a lot of people. I'm sorry that a lot of people now cannot live the dream and they're not motivated enough to be a multimillionaire through trading. But you know what, man? Again, man, it's realistic to provide for a family. It's realistic to pay for groceries. It's realistic to afford a car payment. It's realistic to stop working a 9 to 5 and replace that income with trading. But it is not realistic from one day to the next. You started making $4,000 a month to $10,000 a day to $100 million a year trading. Guys, it doesn't exist. It's not real. And I promise you guys,
I've said this numerous times, traders, all of these podcasts in general, okay, most of the podcasts around, everyone that I've seen, what's the first thing that they say? They talk about the money. 30,000 to 30 million, 1,000 to 1 million. Where's the trades? Where are the trades? Show the trades. Show the transactions of the trades, not the money. Show the transactions of the trades. Does this trader know how to trade, or is he going to go on there with the whiteboard and give that same old fucking pattern where it goes down and then it creates some pattern and then they go up off a fair value gap? It's the same shit. Show those trades. How did you make that? Or did you drop down and gamble $100,000 that you had coming in on a penny stock bump that made 1,000% in a day that you didn't tell the public about because it's not your trading style? You see, there's so much deceit in trading. If you claim to have an objective trading style in the market, then you have to show out and show the mentees and prove it. And I have done that. I have proven to them that I have an objective trading style. And if they do this each and every day and they practice each and every day, they are going to gain a skill each and every day, and they are going to see themselves grow. That is a key indicator of no bullshit.
I'm not working with the Fed, my brother. I'm not working with the Fed. If I was working with the Fed, my brother, I wouldn't show you evidence, my brother.
You never know. Never know.
I wouldn't show you evidence. Why would I?
Why are other traders starting to wipe their stuff clean? Are they starting to have some remorse? Are they starting to have remorse? Why are they changing names? Why do they go away for a little while and then they come back? This is a skill first channel. I've always said that, skill first. If you have a skill, the rewards will follow. How much? Who knows? This is not about gambling.
The Fed's already got it. Trust me, the Feds have been working on these people for a long time. I'm just letting you guys know right now because I know the Feds are about to hit them. I know that personally for a fact because FBI people, they talk. Actual Feds that work with the Feds, let me tell you, they talk. And I just happen to be a part of it. And the reason why I'm not under this federal indictment bullshit that's about to be passed out to all your favorite influencers is because, again, I rather have went broke. I prefer to go broke. I promise you guys, if I would have stayed with the broker, if I would have stayed with the funding firm back in the days, I promise you, if I would have never lost my Instagram, I would be going to prison. I promise you that. Why? Because the money is a poison, right? And again, I went through the prep.
Money is poison. He's got a point. Money is poison. And excuse me, I have asthma and allergies and stuff, so it is what it is. This is a tough time of year for me. Money is poison. Why? Because people do crazy things for money, right? But money is fake. Money is not the end all. Okay, because you have to live life, family, health in general to be good. People are losing their life. God bless Charlie Kirk's family was assassinated yesterday. It's terrible for something that he believed in, and he changed our country. He changed the way people actually view things, and it's sad. I'm not going to go into detail, but rest in peace, and God bless his family and friends, and it's just terrible. You have a lot of fake gurus out there, and a lot of people pushing fake information to better themselves. They'll buy subscriptions. They'll buy likes. They talk about how many people follow them. They'll create YouTube channels. They'll create Instagram channels, Facebook channels, and they try to reach out to billions and billions of people and try to deceive them rather than having a skill in life, because you're going to be recognized for a skill. You will be recognized for your skill over time. It's going to take you a lot longer, but you'll be recognized for your skill.
And became a drug addict, alcoholic. Instead of saying, fuck that, I'm not going to miss out on money. Hell no, I love my life. No, I went through depression and I didn't do anything wrong. I just decided, okay, let me let it all go. I'm not going to be a founder of this broker anymore. I'm not going to represent this broker anymore as the top person on this broker anymore. I'm just going to separate it. And those brokers and those prop firms, they separated themselves from me. Why? Because their licenses, the value of their license is very expensive. So they wanted nothing to do with me because they would get in trouble. Why? Because there's no soliciting to U.S. clients. Right? Because it is considered a federal crime. It's considered money laundering, wires fraud, conspiracy to defraud, and operating without a license. If you're not, you're going to get hit with millions of dollars of fines, brother. It's insane. And let me tell you, these lawyer indictments, brother, these lawyers are charging $500,000 up front with $1,000 an hour to work on the case leading up to a 2-year stretch. My brother, they're going $2, $3, $4 million on a lawyer right now just to get the minimum sentence, my brother, because these money laundering cases are 20 years, my brother, and they know how much money they got, my brother. They know how much money they got. People are paying $500 to $1 million up front.
It's been reported that some of these gurus that are in partnerships with some of these scams, broker scams, that actually get on their field orders and get money from the spreads and things of that nature. I have said this before, that if you're following a guru that is using a non-regulated broker, 500 to 1 leverage, 30 to 1 leverage, 50 to 1 leverage, but they're non-regulated broker, their fill orders are not accurate. I've said this. You have a guru or gurus that have signal rooms, that have follow me rooms, that have look at my trade rooms, whatever they want to call it. Each and every day, they might change the name. If they're on a non-regulated broker, their fill orders are going to be different. Their fill orders are not even in the same area a lot of times. Their spreads are very wide. Their spreads could be 300 pips if they're trading Forex. Their fill orders are going to be off. Their charts are going to be off. And you're following them and you're actually paying, $100 to $500 a month to $1,000 a month paying for this shit? I mean, you really have to be stupid. You really have to do your homework. Don't follow the money. You know how many cash deals follow through? If someone's going to go out and buy a piece of property and they say, I'm going to pay cash, I'm going to pay cash. Fucking run. Don't believe what they say. Anybody that says, I'm going to pay cash, they're not fucking legit. Who gives a shit? A cash check, cashier's check, bank transfer, it doesn't matter how you pay for it. It's all the same. Credit, as long as you get paid, you get paid. Who gives a shit about cash? Who gives a shit? Oh, multi-million-dollar trader, and all of a sudden the trader goes to investor. All of these 4-digit things. Like, how many things do I need to say now? Why I made all my money? Like, I need to figure out everything. A lot of this money didn't come from just trading. If they continue to add on how they made the money, that gives you pause. Like, wait a minute. This person made money investing. This person made money trading. This person made money in his Discord. This person made money in selling videos. This person made money in selling courses. At first it was like, I made all this money trading, but in reality, no, that wasn't true. Again, deceit, misleading, right? And all of a sudden they get all these people piling in and they're selling courses. And then they make a course, then they make another course on top of that course, and they don't even trade it themselves. I mean, it is sad. It's just bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch. It's terrible.
Right now. And I promise you guys, I'm not capping. If I was doing some scumbag shit, I promise you guys, I would not be making these videos or exposing the industries. I would be driving my Bugatti or my Ferrari or my whatever. I would. But guys, I would rather have gone broke than put myself in a position where I was going to face federal time in prison for scamming, for fraud, wire fraud, and brokers and all that. These people are so addicted to the lifestyle. They are so addicted to the money that, bro, they didn't give a damn what regulations they broke. They thought they were never going to be seen, and they thought they could use it.
Why do you think YouTubers, why do you think live streams, why do you think these trading gurus show you that they're going out buying a Porsche today? They're going out buying Teslas today. They're going out buying a Lamborghini today. They're showing you where they just purchased their house, their condo. Why do you think they show you that? They show you that because they want you to believe that they're getting money and they're changing their lifestyle because of trading and only trading. That's not true. With a high probability, that's not true. Based on, they don't know how to trade in the first place. They are gambling. They are getting money coming in from other resources. Think about it. Use your brain.
Trading results to cover it, guys. The feds are not stupid. And you think feds are going to be Brainwashed? You think they're going to fall for a 20-something-year-old kid making millions of dollars trading while the whole world doesn't even make that? My brother, please.
Where's the guys that say that they're a multi-million-dollar trader? Think about it. Multi-million-dollar trader, but has to use 500-to-1 leverage on a non-regulated broker. Leave it for you to decide.
Please, you cannot outsmart the Fed, my brother. I just came out because I wanted to be the first one and show you guys that I want to build a trust with you. So that way, when the Fed drops the hammer, guess what? I gave you guys all the proof. I showed you all the evidence, and I came out and showed it to you guys. So that way we can start building a trust, right? So that way you guys don't think I'll just talk out my booty hole, because you guys say everything that I say is fake. Oh my God, I showed people that you can fake $100 into millions of dollars and they still say it's fake. What? I showed you real evidence, my brother. The cheerleading is crazy. At the end of the day, my mission is to be a light in this industry. And I had the guts and I had the balls to say in my previous lifetime, a long time ago, I was using fake results. So that way I can compete with the trading influencers. I did that.
Here you go. Deceit in the public so they can compete, so they can gain people and bring in people on a hunch, intuition. All you're going to get it. It's just going to take time. Just take a bounce. Pick the highs and lows in the market. Make millions and millions of dollars. You only have to win 50% of the time. You only have to win 30% of the time. Just cut your losses short. Make sure you take your profit. How can you trade that way? There's only one way you can trade that way, and it's gambling. And then what do you need to have to gamble? You need to have fake accounts or a shitload of money coming in, or high leveraged accounts and money coming in to show you big figures, right? If they can't show you trades over and over and over again because they don't post their trades, they won't show you your trades on the internet and YouTube. You know why? Because they don't know how to trade. Because people like myself can look at their trades. This again is not a multi-million-dollar money-making channel. This channel is Skill First channel. We develop a skill, and a skill can be proven, and a skill can last a lifetime. Money does not last a lifetime, traders. Money does not last a lifetime, Gen Zers. Gen Zers, you must listen. You must have an objective trading system in the market. Don't go after buying the bots. Don't go after all of this technology. Learn to trade. The market is a language. The market is not going to lie to you. It's not going to lie. It repeats itself. It is algorithmic. I am telling you the facts. It is algorithmic. It repeats itself, big and small, across all symbols. I can show you that.
I didn't want my ego, my pride. I didn't want to let people look at me like I fell off. And guess what? That's what I did. But you know what? I never committed a federal crime. And if I did, I would not be here making this video. I promise you I would be in another country, revoking my citizenship, ready to live the lifestyle. But I didn't. I stayed here. I never left Miami, and I took it the hard way. I took it like a man, but you know what? It sucks that it brought me to depression, because when you make millions of dollars one day to the next and you don't make nothing, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And I'm sorry that I fell into a drug addiction and an alcohol habit, and I ruined my credibility, and I screwed a lot of people over. Again, that wasn't me, man. That was the demon over my life, my brother. At the end of the day, my brother, yo, if I ever owned a broker, if I ever did scumbag shit like these people, I would not be getting bullied left and right for being called a broker.
A key, he's talking about brokers also. A key, okay? Just because you don't own a broker doesn't mean you haven't found a way to scam and fluff up your numbers and your trading style so you can keep going and going and going. Why do people use 500-to-1 leverage? What if you took $1,000 today? Let me give you an example. What if you took $1,000 today and you had 500-to-1 leverage and you had $50,000 to work with, and you said, I am going to gamble the next 50 trades because I have this money coming in. I'm going to gamble the next 50 trades. I'm willing to lose $1,000. I am going to max out that leverage. And when the NASDAQ goes up or the NASDAQ goes down, I am going to gamble $1,000 each time. And you make $20,000, $30,000. You lose $1,000. You make $20,000, $30,000. You lose $1,000. You lose $1,000. You lose $1,000. You make $20,000, $30,000. You see, there is no way for an average trader, meaning money-wise, or the majority of people do not have the $50,000 on the sideline. And those that only have $50,000 on the sideline are not going to risk $1,000 just to gamble each trade. If they lose 3 in a row, they're like, man, I'm going to stop this. But see, the gamblers keep having the money. The gamblers have the money keep coming in and rolling in for them to gamble. Traders that know how to trade objectively in the market understand exactly what I am saying. If anyone knows how to trade objectively in the market, they completely understand what I'm saying, and they can also see those scammers out there.
I would not be giving my life to Jesus for going broke. No, my brother, I would be in somewhere on an island making millions of dollars, not doing nothing. Correct? Or I'm wrong? Come on, guys. Let's come together like actual human beings and use our brains. I don't do nothing wrong to this industry, and I am slowly trying to build my reputation and my trust with you guys. So what? I shed a light. I don't mention names. I don't attack names. But let me tell you, my brother, stop defending these people making millions, because I don't know anybody making millions. And I know everybody. I know everybody. Unless they're...
You see? When you are in the industry and you are taking advantage of other traders or people that are learning how to trade, people know everyone. People do know everyone. When you have podcasts and you have all the same crew and the YOLO crews on, and the majority, 99.9% of them are all the YOLO crews. You only live once crews, and they have money and they're gambling. They all know each other, and they leave each other alone, and they don't say anything negative about each other because they don't want their reputations to be harmed in any way. Because when they all have dirt on each other, it's like, don't rat on me or I'll rat on you. Okay, so once they become dirty, in a sense of being deceitful, whoever they may be, they all have dirt on each other. And that creates a problem in the industry.
A grown man that, you know what I'm saying, and has nothing to do with the Miami lifestyle traders or the Atlanta lifestyle traders or the California, Texas lifestyle traders, Dubai lifestyle traders.
Texas lifestyle traders, Dubai lifestyle traders, Miami lifestyle traders. Do your homework. Who are they?
My brother, let me tell you, my G. Just because they don't have a course doesn't mean they're not doing some scammy shit. Because the fact that they have to deceive you anyway.
And just because they don't have a course, he's correct. And just because they do have a course doesn't mean anything either. Because the majority of courses will teach you the basics. And the basics are not going to make you profitable. You have to trade objectively in the market. That is repeatable. You have to trade objectively in the market, objective evidence in the market, without your opinion.
To let them think and let you think that they're making millions of dollars, that's already a bad thing. Again, we don't know what they're doing, but we know they're faking it. Again, there's evidence. If you guys don't want to believe it, again, man, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. At the end of the day, I don't want to attack or expose anybody. I just want to expose the light. So again, you guys know me. You know the old me. You know I was the biggest in the industry, and I've always been in the industry. The only thing I lost was an Instagram, which, by the way, I'm actually in a lawsuit with Instagram, and I have a whole entire law firm defending me to get my accounts back and to get a written statement that I will never be taken to that.
How many people have Instagram reports? Or how many people have Instagram? How many people have Telegram? How many people have Facebook? And they advertise their trades. And what do they show you on there? Including some trades, because I guarantee they don't show you all their trades. No one would claim that they showed you all their trades. It doesn't exist. They have different accounts. They switch these different accounts over and over and over again. It's a mess. They cannot get on here and say they've always showed you and they're the most transparent. If somebody keeps telling you, I'm the most transparent trader, I'm the most transparent trader, I'm the most transparent trader in the industry. I've been transparent for the last 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years. I'm the most transparent. Why do they keep telling you that they're the most transparent trader? That's another buzzword, right? Are they trading prop firms? I have mentees that know more than these gurus. These fakers out there. I have mentees that they all know more than these fakers that claim to be multi-million-dollar traders. And these mentees are actually passing test accounts or combines or PAs or all of these things where these gurus can't even do it. And if they could do it possibly gambling, but they certainly couldn't do it trading their system. in a sense that they're gambling, right? So we can call them out. And a third party, such as a prop firm, will give you the hit rate, how many trades, they give you all of the information, okay? True or accurate? Who knows, right? Prop firms do make mistakes also, but you can understand the consistency when someone has a skill.
And again, I'm showing them my extortion over the few years and the hundreds of thousands I've had to pay from, people extorting me, literally. And guess what? I missed out on millions of dollars. And guess what? My whole entire law firm says, yeah, you won this case 100 million times. That's over. So what do you want? You want a few million? Or you want your account back and maybe a few 100,000 and a letter that says that you cannot? At the end of the day, I have all my evidence and my screenshots here. You guys believe me or not, but I promise you guys, I will be the last one standing. And I'm building my truth. I'm building my trust with you guys now in the right way. I don't want to build it when it's too late or when I'm already popping again or when I'm the last one. No, I want to be a man and I want to show you guys that I'm willing to do it right now from the start. So that way, when the shit starts hitting the fan, I'm sorry for my bad words. I'm still working on it. God's still working on me, my brother. I'm, but I want to be a light, my brother. I don't want to be a demon-possessed drug addict, stealing scammer on the internet, trying to show that I make millions of dollars to scam you guys and deceive you. I don't do that. I don't want to be that, right?
Every time a trader talks about how much money they made in a week, seriously, and they don't have a skill first channel, they're not basing their strategy on a skill. Because if you have a skill, there's rewards, right? So what do you post? I mean, there's rewards. But when they always come out and say that they led with their multi-million-dollar traders, I'm a $1 million trader, I'm a 7-figure trader, I've made $50 million in 1 year. They had to have money backing them up for a trade. Just because you made $50 million in a year does not mean you're trader of the year. Take somebody that has a skill. I have mentees that if they had the money and backing, that there would be no reason why that they couldn't do the same thing. Because it's the money, right? It's the leverage. If you have a skill, it doesn't matter how much money you have. The skill is worth more than the money. The skill is worth more than the reward. That's what we do here at breathingwiththemarkets.com. We work on a skill because the skill produces rewards. A reward will not produce a skill. Are you following me? A reward will not produce a skill. You can talk about how many 6 figures, 7 figures you have and still can't find your way out of the front door. That's not going to help you in life. Because one day that you need help to go from A to B, you're not going to have any money left. You have no skill to get from A to B. Are you following me on that? Let's get it.
I hate the old me myself, but I'm trying to build a level of communication and I'm trying to build a level of trust with you guys. Again, I'm giving you guys light and I'm giving you guys something to cope with and I'm giving you guys something to actually believe in. If you guys want to hate me, man, God bless your heart. But you know what, man? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm the only one showing this evidence and the only one who ever did it.
If he's being truthful about everything that he's saying, great job. The guy has some stuff inside him that he needs to get out. And it's like the bank robbers that rob banks. And then every time they look in the rearview mirror and they see a police officer or someone in the background that they think, oh shit, they know that I just robbed the bank or I robbed the bank last week. And they get pulled over for a minor traffic infraction. And all of a sudden, they get pulled over for a minor traffic stop, a civil matter. And they think, oh my God, I'm going to jail, I'm going to prison. They know me, they know. You see, this is bad stuff that's inside of them. Can you wake up each and every day knowing that you didn't scam people? Can you wake up each and every day that's saying that you were actually teaching someone a skill that will last a lifetime? 99.9% of these influencers out there cannot do that. They're just talking about, their cigar rooms and their cars and the day in life of a trader. And they're not changing lives. They're ruining lives. Those that are less financially secure are chasing a dream that's really not a dream. Reality is they're following somebody that is gambling, and there's no way that someone that has less income to keep up with them. You'll say, oh, how much money do I need to follow you? How much money do I need to pay for this? How much money? When I teach somebody how to trade objectively, the money that they need is the education. They have to have skin in the game. And then they're going to build the skill up, and they're going to know themselves. I can't tell them, hey, you're ready. They're going to gain this skill, and they're going to know what their limits are. And then as they continue to grow with their skill, using the same objective approach to the market, it is so powerful. Then they will start to increase on their own, or then they will start to possibly do a demo. Then they will start to possibly do live account. And if they really want to teach or practice with their skills, they can go to a prop firm, because a live account is easier, in my humble opinion, than prop accounts, because the regulated brokers are not going to allow you to just YOLO everything. You know, they have margins, they have strict margins, and remember that.
Again, guys, I put my life on the line for this. I risked a lot for this. My family's my life for this, showing you real evidence. And a lot of these people right now are currently getting bashed left and right for the faking. And guess what, man? That all leads back to me, my brother. So I didn't do it just for you guys to start attacking people. No, because I'm getting death threats. I'm getting a lot of things right now, right? From all these influencers. I'm not going to mention names. Again, it's not my place, my brother. God will punish them. God will punish them, my brother. But let's just say something, my guy. God's timing is perfect. And let me tell you, my fall off was a blessing. And I realize that now. My fall off was a blessing, because if I would have stayed in the lifestyle, I promise you guys, I would be going to prison. But I'm not. So this is a new start for all of us. Let's get it.
So we just watched that video. And yes, hopefully that you're going to watch the entire video. And if not, then you don't hear what I'm going to say now. Because I've said this from day one. I thought, how could I give back to the community? I know how to trade objectively in the market. And I know that there's gems in the market that nobody talks about. I know that there's an algorithm in the market. It's quite obvious. And it goes back 20, 25 years and beyond that. You know, depends on how far your chart will go, right? And if you can trade objectively in the market, then you can teach how to trade objectively in the market. And it's repeatable. And then you have to worry about leverage. I've said this numerous times, that there are a lot of people out there taking advantage of beginners in the market. And the Gen Zers, you know, you have been a target. You know, up and coming, you know, our future. Wow, you know, technology's growing. So all of these tech things that come out, you know, the order flow and the book maps and all this stuff, you see a lot of traders just hone in on that and want to purchase these different indicators and want to purchase, you know, the magical tool that's going to make you profitable in trading. Traders, you're chasing a dream that's not reality. And I'm being honest with you. I'm not selling you an indicator. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm not selling you anything. If you want to learn how to trade objectively in the market, like I trade and like I teach other mentees who are actually learning an objective skill in the market, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I'm not going to have you watch a video. I'm not going to tell you to read a book. The books that you read, and disclaimer, I don't read books, but the books that you read with a high probability is not going to teach you what I am going to teach you in the market. We don't follow the herd. The herd is not profitable. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not going to buy subscriptions. I'm not going to buy likes. And I am who I am each and every day. You may or may not like language. I am who I am. Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. Don't be fooled by what you see or what you hear. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. And that includes the market. I wish you well. I hope you understand that there are some traders out there that have this inside and they can't live with themselves. And kudos to any trader that comes clean and tells the community that all of their P&L that they showed was not true and accurate. Peace, traders.